Hey, J-Bro's popping in here. So I ordered this Arnold Snow Cab cover that obviously is for a snowblower. Well, this one said like universal, pretty much can work with anything. So I was thinking, what if I took and mounted it to these handles up here? And if you see, it's got some pullaways here for the lights. And yeah, and if it boxed all this in, because obviously the other day, you know, it was so dang cold and it was windy. If I had this to block the wind, I think this would be freaking sweet. So I'm gonna give this a whirl. I mean, maybe something like this too would work for a guy in the heat or something. I don't know, to block the sun. But for up here where it's super cold all the time and windy, you don't get snow blowing in your face, I'll give it a try here. So yeah, I'll get it unpackaged and take you through the process of how I'm gonna install this Arnold Deluxe Universal Snow Cab. Okay, so what I got going here is there's this mount here. I've got a bolt there and a bolt there. I really don't think after these are bolted that those two up there will be necessary. And the reason why I'm kind of thinking that is when this crossbar comes back, I think I might be able to get some stabilization from down here, or maybe attach something to one of these to get some sort of stabilizer if I need it. But basically this is what we're looking at, nice and clean right there. These two took a little bit of coercing to get in there. I kind of had to angle a drill bit and bore this hole out a little bit more because the yellow metal and the metal, or the black metal, didn't line up as nice as this side. But that's pretty clean. And then what I'm going to do here, I'll show you from the underside. I've just got a washer and then a nylock there. And then what I did with this cardboard, because I was doing all that boring out, is see all those metal shavings. So I slipped this cardboard up right just under that crack to catch all that stuff. Hopefully your stuff just lines up. And then look at that, I had to break out my inventory of nuts and bolts to find four of these bolts that I needed. And then okay, let's see here. Okay, there you go. See the two bolts there? Those will get washer and nut, and the two bolts right there, they'll get washer and nut. So after I get those screwed on, I will pop back in here, because Jack said, he was like, "Dad, you doing your canopy thing?" I said, "Yep." He goes, "Well, let me know when you get closer." Well, you should be out here right now, but he's kind of excited to see how this is going to sit on there as well. But I'll holler back when I get these screwed on that bracket in play. Okay, I think I'm really onto something. So I have these brackets mounted. I think the height's going to work. Like I said, it's just a little Allen wrench set screw in that thing, and same thing on this side. But I think I got these to where I want them, and these things are not going anywhere, even with just the two there. And I'll just show you. It was a little bit of a pain in the butt to get in there, but not so bad. But yeah, right there you'll see the nylock there and a washer, and nylock there and a washer. So really just had to bore out the one side, and the holes were already there for me. So what I'm going to do next here is I will grab this mount here quick, or this bracket. Of course, I moved my camera stand. I'll just grab this from here. So here is the plan now that we have the mount, or the brackets there. Yeah, I think this is going to work out great. Misses the hood, which is awesome. So that means I can work on it. Yeah, and like I said, I do not think the arms should be an issue whatsoever. So I'm going to go ahead, get this bracketed up, and yeah, coming along pretty sweet, I think. So this is where I'm at right now. I've got the magnet level to it. That's pretty close to level there. Yeah, I just propped this up because can't get any of the J-bros to give me a hand. And then what I found that's kind of cool, obviously my lights just tuck in there just perfect. And obviously I'd like to add more lights. But two things that come to my mind here, this bracket I don't think will ever have to come off summer or anything like that. And what's cool about this bracket is here my camera thing, because I was wondering that was going to get in the way. I'll be able to take this camera mount and pop it right here or to either side. So that's super cool. And then what I was also thinking with this tubing here, maybe with the extra lights that I picked up, I might be able to mount a light on the side of this. So this could be multifunctional for canopies or kind of just extra lighting. But yeah, this is where it's at. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these down, and yeah, I'll be right back. But right now it's kind of pretty cool, and then on top of it just fits right with the machine. Okay, here we are. Right now I've got a few things. This material was insanely tight to get on here, because basically I had a square tube up to about that point, and same on this side. Then it was this flex rod that goes up and around and loops up there. Right now it just needs to like set in there and stretch a little bit. Now here's a few things I do not like right off the bat. I want this to be lower. When you're standing up in here, it's actually kind of cozy. I mean, they got a little pouch here, whatnot. If you're in here, this kind of line here is really in your bucket pattern, but you can see through here and here. But ideally, you would like this to be at least 4 inches down. And that's what I was trying to look at here. Because this mounting bar is actually pretty sweet. Like I was mentioning, it's like, God, a guy could mount some lights to the side here. Like I said, I could mount my camera here. But in all reality, you'd almost like this to be down to here. So what I was thinking is if I took these two brackets, because these are kind of separate brackets, if I took these and mounted them right to the deck, and then took the lights and mounted them to the crossbar. So in theory, I'm dropping this crossbar down to like almost this height. And I still think if it's down there with these being forward, I still think we clear the hydraulic lines here, but I'd have to double check that. But as of right now, here's the biggest problem. I'll back up. See the height on that? That's fine, but I'm telling you right now, that ain't going through my garage bay. So there's that fun and games. I've either got to do some modifications on it. I got to figure something out, because it's not going to work how it's currently set up. So I've got to figure out how I can drop this. And like I said, from there, honestly, I love where this metal bar is at. So let's just say this canopy thing with it is a total epic failure. No matter what, let's say that's a failure. This crossbar being on here, I think just makes it insanely easy for adding different lights and mounting different stuff and cameras and stuff for me. I think that's great. Yeah, like I said, if I could just figure out how to get this lower, and you know, I mean, there is room right here. Like I said, if I could tuck that, I think I'm just overlooking at it right now. And obviously this will stretch down, because this should be down like this high. It's just, the fabric just needs to stretch out. But anyway, kind of interesting. Took me way longer than I wanted to. It is super nice quality, and I'll tell you right now, when you're in here, your visibility's good. You'd be leaning up in the machine. You're gonna block wind, so you're not gonna get wind in your face. I'm just not saying it's the perfect thing in the world. But I'm going to leave it there for now. I'm going to look to do and figure out some modifications of what I can and can't do. But that's the Arnold Universal canopy for the CRT. The one good thing about this operation, because obviously it won't go through the bay, Jax and I, there's a nut that you take out right here with an Allen wrench, and same over there. You just get on here with 2 people from either side, and you just lift this canopy up. So this will just come right off. So that's a plus, but well, at least I think it will. No, that won't work either, because if you pull that in, yeah, there's no crossbar holding it together. Well, I think I'm kind of screwed here. All right, well, that's enough babbling. This is the canopy. There's definitely something I can do with it, but I'll get back to you. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. J Bros out.